Hello folks, welcome back to the Matchday Tavern. My name is Key. We are live for Rangers away in Europe, in Poland to be precise. They face Jagiellonia Białystok in Poland. This one should be, I'm hoping I can get this on full screen. Well, I can get it full screen. It's all good. There you go. Rangers just profiling their new signing, the Jaga. But yeah, Rangers versus Jagiellonia Białystok in Poland. Thanks to everyone for joining tonight. Let me know your thoughts on this one. Let me know your predictions for this one. It's the first of two watch-alongs we're doing tonight, by the way. We're going to be live for Jagiellonia Białystok versus Rangers in the Europa League. But straight after that, we're going to be watching Benfica versus Hearts. That's 8 o'clock tonight. So again, another Europa League tie. 2 Europa League games. Big Europa League ties for 2 British teams. Rangers, Hearts, Benfica. Tough away trip for Hearts, that one later. So I'm intrigued to see what people think about that one. And obviously very intrigued to see what you're all thinking about this Rangers game. Rangers didn't start the season so well. We watched on Friday night when they went to Dundee United. And it was a bit of a poor performance, wasn't it? Thilo Asgard putting a pretty decent performance, scoring to kind of drag them out the shit a little bit, and they end up turning it around and getting a point against Dundee United at Tannadice. But now they travel to Poland in their first European tie. And are they going to be able to not turn things around, but are they going to be able to get a good result that they can take back to Ibrox? Because that's ultimately the big test in these away days, isn't it? Big test to come to a difficult place, a difficult pitch, and a team that, I mean, not a lot of people won't know too much about Jagiellonia Białystok, and I've got to be honest, I'm not blessed with information about it. I've done some research, but I'm not blessed with a huge amount of information on Jagiellonia Białystok. So Rangers, they won't be, I don't think they've played have they played any British teams, Jagiellonia? I'm not sure. Maybe they have, maybe they haven't. Maybe people can enlighten me in the chat. But we'll have a chat, we'll watch along, and yeah, it's a slightly earlier one tonight, obviously, because we're kicking off here at 5 o'clock, so there's only 8 minutes to go to kick off, sorry. We'll go through the lineup shortly as well. Good to see everyone in the chat. George, how's it going? Sarah, lovely to see you. Catherine, as always. Dara, how's it going, Dara? Aftab, great to see you too, mate. Matty. Who else is in tonight? Shell, great to see you, Shell. Alison Timpany, Captain Heed, dropped already. Well, Shankland was captain, wasn't he, on the opening day against Dundee United, which I thought was a surprise, to be honest, but there you go, that was the decision, and yeah, he's been dropped immediately tonight, and in comes Chermiti up front as the lone centre forward. Yeah, there you go. That means Dan Neil gets the armband. Another new signing for Rangers. Dan Neil taking the armband tonight. Archie, why is Rangers TV not working? I couldn't tell you, mate. I've got it on. I couldn't tell you why. Cheers, Matty. Yeah, well, I was going to say, so let's go through the lineups quickly. We'll start with Jagiellonia first. They've got Abramovich in goal, Voztusek, Konstantopoulos, Kobayashi, and Montoya at the back. In midfield, they've got Lozano, Romanchuk, and Conceição. And then the front three is Imaz, Schmidt, and Nick Prelec. Nick Prelec scored just a few days ago, actually. In fact, he scored in his last 2 games for Jagiellonia in the Polish Ekstraklasa. Now, I don't know if you're aware, the Polish Ekstraklasa kicks off a lot earlier than a lot of other European league, kind of the same as the Scottish Premier League in many ways. But Jagiellonia have started the season with 2 wins, and Prelec scored in both of them. So he's got 2 in 2 in the Polish Ekstraklasa so far. He played for Oxford United last season, you might remember. So he is known to English sides. For Rangers, it's Panda in goal, again as he was against Dundee United. Romens, Fernandes, McCrory and Sterling at the back. In midfield, it's Chukwani and Dan Neil, the captain, the new captain. And then up front, or rather the front three, is Yokota, Asgard, Diamand. Diamand's going to play more of a... I would imagine that's Chukwani, Diamand and Neil as a midfield three, with Asgard, Yokota and Chimiti as the front three. So yeah, there you go. That's Rangers lineup. Asgard keeps his place. Yokota comes in to make his debut, and Chimiti back in. Rangers top scorer from last season, the Danger Man. Wayne, where can I get an Everton FC Chile shirt? Probably, I would imagine, from their website. Yeah, Vina Del Mar, Everton Vina Del Mar. I'm sure you'll be able to get an Everton Vina Del Mar shirt on their website. Be very surprised if they don't have one. How's it going, City of Northville? The People 68 says 1v4. You thinking 4-1 win for Rangers tonight? I don't see Rangers scoring that many, I'll be honest. I really don't think so. I think this is going to be a really, really tough game. Derek McInnes there giving his pre-match chat. But yeah, we'll refer to Jagiellonia. They're not. There is no place actually. I found this out during my research. There is actually no place called Jagiellonia in Poland or Białystok. It's just they're just called Jaga. The name actually refers to the Jagiellonian royal dynasty in Poland, which kind of ruled much of Central Europe for a few centuries, I believe. And the club was founded by soldiers of the Polish army. Founded the club in 1920. They played their first match the day the club was formed, won 5-1, and then several of the players went off and fought in the Polish-Soviet War. So they are, yeah, they're a club steeped in tradition in terms of war, royalty. And their club, funnily enough, their club anthem, this is an interesting thing, their club anthem actually sing in Polish, "You score 3 and we'll win again." Basically, that might be hopefully that's how it goes tonight. Hopefully, Jagiellonia score 3 and Rangers go and score 4 or 5. That'll be brilliant. Finners Matty, about Spence. Liverpool don't want Spence. Liverpool can't get Spence. If we sign Spence, I'll be mega disappointed. You don't want Spence. Jed Spence is not a smart move for Liverpool. That is not a smart move at all. Salchep, what do you think of the Vinny Thinky? He 100% used Arsenal. I mean, it shouldn't be a surprise to people. If you ever thought he was ever going to go to Arsenal, idiots. No one thought he was going to go to Arsenal. He was never going to Arsenal. Anyone who did, genuinely seek help. Finners Matty, looks like we could be getting Ezri Konsa as well. Lots of rumours about him too. Ezri Konsa's not leaving Villa to be 4th choice at Liverpool. No chance. Kieran says 140 million for Jan Diamand after one good season. I think that's still a very good move. I think Jan Diamand's a very good player. I really do. I'd have liked him at Liverpool. Anyway, players are in the tunnel here. Players are in the tunnel. Why do Liverpool always get mugged on transfer fees? Oh, I disagree. Yeah, I don't think you can find too many of our transfer fees where you look at them and think, ooh, they've overpaid there. No, I don't think so. I think Liverpool generally do quite well on transfer fees. I mean, you might look and say the last 12 months where you'll say, well, Isak, Wirtz, but I don't think any of them we've not really made a firm decision on whether or not they've proven to be worth the money. If Alexander Isak scores, I don't know, 25 goals this season, and it helps Liverpool do well, whether it's win a cup or, whatever, compete in some meaningful way, then, that I would say he's going a long way to proving himself worth the money. The same with Wirtz. Bonali says, how about Nestori Irankunda? Yeah, talented boy. Should do well at Sporting. Good move. Adam Irving, what channel is the game on, Key? It's on Rangers TV, sir. Do you think there's anything in the Jed Spence rumours, Key? Oh, I hope not, mate. I really hope not. I don't want him. I don't think that's a smart move at all. Scouse, I'd back with my son's mate, Arsenal fan, that Vinny Jr. won't go to Arsenal. Easiest 70 quid I've ever made. Take him for all the worth, mate. What game is it, Matt Johnson? It is Rangers versus Jagiellonia Białystok. It's in Poland. It's the first leg in the Europa League. Would 25 goals please you? So ambitious. Hey, 25 goals is pretty decent. That's what he was averaging at Newcastle. I don't see why not. What's your honest thoughts on Bruno Guimaraes to Arsenal? Do you think he improves their midfield? Do I think he improves the midfield? Yeah, I think he does improve the midfield, but I think it's not a smart signing in the same way. Like, I think it's one of them where they'll like the signing short term, but actually long term it probably costs them Miles Lewis-Skelly. City of Northville Haaland only got 22 goals in 24-25, by the way. Did he? Here we go. Jaga versus Rangers. Getting underway. Catherine Key, do you have a quiz? Make sure. You said you were doing a quiz, didn't you? I mean, I've got a quiz. I'll always have a quiz. But you said you wanted to do yours, didn't you? Adrian Siemieniec is one of Europe's most interesting young coaches as well, the Jaga manager. Adrian Siemieniec. Siemieniec. Yeah. Only 34, never actually was a footballer. Realised very early on that he was never going to make it as a professional footballer. Started coaching while he was studying at university. Took over as Jaga manager in 2023, 31. Youngest manager in the Polish top flight. Basically inherited a relegation team and kept them up. Jaga finished 14th in his first full season as a manager, and then he took them to Champions, the first title in their 104-year history. Scored 77 goals in 34 games during that title season. And so that's kind of how they worked. They were always trying to outscore everybody. That's hence their anthem about you score 3, we'll win the game kind of thing. So they are a team that prides themselves on entertaining, attacking football, that loves scoring goals. They've got one of the brightest young managers in European football, let's say outside of the big 6 leagues. And he's already taken them to their very first title in 104 years. So remember the name, Adrian Siemieniec, the Jaga manager. There he is. 34 years of age. Never played professional football. That is quite a thing, that, isn't it, to be fair? To come into a club at 34 years of age when you've never ever been a professional footballer. Sorry, at 31 years of age, never having been a professional footballer. The team's facing a relegation battle and you make them champions within 18 months. That's some going. That is some going. Who's that down on the far side? Rangers have given away a free kick early doors here. Shambas apparently had some amount of game time on Footy Manager though. Boys earned his stripes. That's it. Jaga with the ball in. Chance. Oh, Rangers just about scramble it away. One to watch out for tonight as well for Jaga will be the right winger. Jesus Imaz. Here we go. Chance. Oh, nearly. They're applying some early pressure here, the Poles. And it was Imaz. There you go. Imaz, the one to watch for Jaga. He is the club legend. Probably the best story in the team, to be honest. He spent most of his career outside La Liga, moved to Poland in 2017, and he's the highest scoring foreign player in the history of the Polish Ekstraklasa. He was also the joint leading goal scorer when they won the league, breaking the, like I said, 104-year hoodoo without a league title. Siemieniec, and they're slipping all over this pitch early doors as well. Cliff, what game are you watching, Key? I'm watching Jagiellonia Białystok versus Rangers in the Europa League qualifying. Good to see everyone. How's it going? Number one security. How's it going, lad? Very good, sir. I'm very good, mate. City of Northville, 27 last season. If Isak comes back for 25 goals, he'll be competing for the Golden Boot. I mean, he kind of has to. I think that's kind of why we signed him. You know, you don't sign what I would consider to be one of the best 5 centre-forwards in Europe, therefore the world. I don't think you pay that sort of money, 120 million quid, unless you're going to expect him to compete for Golden Boots. So yeah, I think he has. I think he's got to do 20 plus this season. Rangers down the left-hand side. Great ball in. Must be. It's an own goal. It's 1-0. It's 1-0 to Rangers. It's an absolutely sloppy moment at the back stick from Montoya. And the left back, Montoya, puts it into his own net. Lovely football by Rangers down that left-hand side. And I think was it Asgard who puts the cross in? Either way, the travelling supporter absolutely made up. The scoreline on Rangers TV is wrong. They've got it down as Jagiellonia 1, Rangers 0, but it's not. It is indeed Rangers 1-0 up. Lovely ball in down that left-hand side. It's a fabulous cross. It's Romens, actually. Romens puts the cross in. Siemieniec runs across the front post. He should probably score, Siemieniec, but he misses it. He kicks fresh air. And it ends up just sort of hitting the leg, hitting the hamstring, I guess, the inner knee of Montoya, and he just can't stop it, and it bounces into the net. There you go, 1-0 to Rangers. Great start to the game. This is what we wanted to see. Fast start. City of Northville, Isak looked fine at the World Cup, but wasn't exactly Haaland's level. No, that's fair to say. It's also probably fair to say that Haaland had some better attackers around him. I don't think Isak necessarily benefited from huge pace in the way. He did very well. He created a lot of goals on his own, Isak. So in many ways he did better than Haaland. Just wasn't maybe as clinical because he didn't have too many chances, but he was involved a lot more. Well, Romens has been booked now. The guy who's just created, the Rangers left back, the guy who created the goal for Rangers, has just been booked. It's unclear if that leg break slowed him down. I really hope not. Really hope not. He's a very, very talented player. Good finisher. Reads the game well. Good at interception. I always remember his debut for Newcastle against Liverpool at Anfield. He gave us a torrid time. Van Dijk looked terrified. I'd love to see Isak come back and do well. Yakota, they're doing well for Rangers on the right-hand side, making his debut today. This would be a hell of a result for Rangers, wouldn't it? If they can pick up a win. I mean, I would have, to be honest, I thought they were going to come here tonight and maybe like a point. If you get, well, it's not a point, is it? You know what I mean? If you get a draw to take back to Ibrox, that's reasonable because you'd fancy Rangers at Ibrox against most teams. But, you know, getting a win here really, really does just take the pressure off McInnes and these players. Finners Matiki didn't watch the game last night. How did Arsenal play? Not very well is the honest answer. Yeah, got beat 3-1. Lewis Smith, the season officially starts tonight. Buzzing. What do you mean it officially starts tonight? Why? Who are you supporting? The season officially starts tonight. Season's been started for quite a while, I would say, Lewis. We've been watching Hearts against Sturm Graz. We've been watching club football now for a couple of weeks. Kim Fitzpatrick, what's your prediction? My prediction is... Oh, can't really say that Jags won't score. I think this could be... I'm going to go 2-1 Rangers. I'm going to go 2-1 Rangers. I'm saying I'd be happy, but you know what I mean? I think if they got a draw here, that's a very good result for Rangers. So if they can get a win, brilliant. Hopefully they do. I'm supporting Rangers. I would say if it finishes 1-1, that's not a terrible result. Lewis, I'm Arsenal, but it's Walsall v Bristol in the EFL. Should have said starts tonight in England. Well, not quite. No, we watched Tranmere versus Rochdale in the Carabao Cup that was about a week ago as well. That was brilliant. Ended up going to penalties. One of the worst penalty shootouts we've seen, to be honest, on this channel. Bearing in mind we've been watching footy on here live every day for nearly 2 years. Well, 18 months. 2 years is a stretch. 18 months we've been watching footy. And, yeah, that's probably one of the worst penny shootouts we've seen. Matty, HJK have been on top in the Motherwell game so far. Go on, the Well. Looks like Rangers are playing Motherwell in this kit, doesn't it? That's basically what they're wearing, the Jagiellonia Białystok players. Looks very much like a Motherwell kit. Dara says, Key, do you want me to keep an eye on the FC Noah versus Sion game? I mean, not particularly. Don't do it on my account. If you want to watch it, then by all means, you watch it, mate. You can stay popped in here if you want to. If you want to natter, but I'm not paying too much particular attention to the FC Noah and FC Sion game. Ball out to the left-hand side with Romens again for Rangers. And Jag just get it away. Good stuff. Claim for a free kick on the edge of the box there. But Rangers win it back. Good football. Bit feistier, Rangers. This start was a lot better. I mean, they've changed a fair few personnel from that game against Dundee United. They've dropped Shankland, obviously. Shankland's dropped out. Naderi's dropped out. Gassama has dropped out as well. Just 3 players there immediately. Just freshens things up a little bit in attack. Chimiti a little bit more mobile than Shankland. Dan Neil's come in as well. Dan Neil has come in, which, again, a little bit more experience. Premier League experience. Captain for tonight. 2 different captains for Rangers in the opening 2 games of the season. Breno, what are you watching this on, lad? I'm watching it on Rangers TV, mate. You can watch it on Rangers TV. I believe you can watch it on... I don't know what the Polish channel is, but there is a Polish channel that is showing this if you're in Poland. How helpful that is, probably not that helpful. But, yeah, I'm led to believe, because my mate lives in Poland, that this is being broadcast. Locally there. Thanks, baby. No worries, sweetheart. Catherine, what do you think of Klopp to Germany? Yeah, good luck to him. He obviously doesn't want to manage at club level anymore, and international football's a bit more of a calm, relaxed, quieter way of life, isn't it, for managers? They just tend to travel around the world watching their players play. It's quite good. City of Northall says Polsat Sport 1 it is in Poland. Oh, nice. Okay, there you go. Polsat Sport 1, whatever that is. There you go. Lewis Smith, good question. Out of the teams transitioning in the Big Six, who do you think will be the biggest winner and loser? The teams that are transitioning in the Big Six? All of them. Apart from Arsenal. Corner for Rangers. Going to go straight out on the far side, is it? No, it's kept in by Fernandes. No, it's not. It's off. It's a goal kick. Yeah, which teams do I think will transition best and worst in the Premier League? I would say at this point, Liverpool will be strong candidates. Even United probably strong candidates for being worst, because we've just not really got. Yeah, we've got no leaders in that dressing room at Liverpool. That's my big worry. It's my big worry. So yeah, I'm not massively convinced with Iraola. I'm not massively convinced with Liverpool. So I'll be honest, I think the way we are right now, I would say that we're going to be 4th or 5th, maybe. Could be worse than that. I hope not. And United, I think, again, you could flip a coin. Oh, it's in! Oh no, it's 1-1! Rangers! How's that gone in? Absolutely shocking. Again, do you know what? This goalkeeper's a problem for Rangers. This goalkeeper is a problem. I said it in the Dundee United game. He's only a young lad, relatively young for a goalkeeper at 26. He wasn't brilliant against Dundee, I thought. I thought he was at fault for the first goal. Well, the goal against Dundee United. And I gotta say, I think he's at fault again here. This is not a good goal to concede if you're a Rangers fan. If you're Derek McInnes, you're looking at this and thinking, how have we not stopped this, lads? It's down the left-hand side. The ball gets whipped in. Oh, maybe I'm being harsh to the keeper, actually. It's a cross. It's not even a shot. It's a cross. It's a cross, but I just feel like he's got to react better there. Does it get a touch off anyone? Oh, I think it might be an own goal, that one. It's an own goal. It's going to be an own goal, and I think it might be off Chukwueze, actually. I'm pretty confident to see the Chukwueze or Diamand who get the final touch here. Oh, not good. There you go, Rangers. It's been credited to Smith, the right winger for Jagiellonia, the guy who put the cross in, but it's definitely not him. It's definitely not him. I don't think that was going in. I think it gets a touch off Chukwueze and then goes in. So for me, I've got to say, I think that's it's going to be 2 own goals we've seen in the opening 15 minutes in Poland. Who is Rangers' new manager? It's Derek McInnes, mate. Derek McInnes. Charlie, top 5 Premier Leagues in order for this season. United, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, City. City, Arsenal, sorry. Yeah. Breno, he's another old man, same cycle. Last 6 years, I'll back him till he's gone, but I'm losing hope every year. United's biggest loser, I have no hope in Carrick. Oh, he's another Ollie. Is that what you're saying? Sorry, he's another Ollie. Yeah, I just don't think United or Liverpool really do incredible things this season. Damn Lamps, hi Key. Are you born in 2004? No, you're a sweetheart, mate. You think I'm only 22? Very kind of you. No, mate, I'm not. I'm not born in 2004. It'd be fantastic if I was, but no, I'm not. So yeah, Lewis, coming back to your question, mate, I would say biggest winner would be... Are we still saying Chelsea's Big Six? If Chelsea's Big Six, then I'll say they'd be the biggest winner. I think their transition will go a whole lot better than anyone else's, just because they've not got that many games. Dara Juan Luis Sanchez has left Sevilla to join the Cherries for 9.5 million. Yeah, good goal. Good signing that for Bournemouth. Again, another one worth watching. Bradley, are Spurs a Big Six club? I think traditionally they are, aren't they? If you're talking about the Big Six was always Liverpool, United, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs. Yeah, they were the top 6, weren't they? They were always the top 6. Liverpool, United, City, Chelsea, Arsenal, Spurs. Yeah. Yeah. Floated over to the far side, and it's going to get knocked out. Is it a corner? Nope. Picked up by Asgard on the far side and cleared away. Jagiellonia are still pushing forward, trying to get that second goal. And it's a great run down the left-hand side. Great ball back. Header. Unlucky. Much better. Much better from Rangers defensively. Romens plays it out. Here's Asgard. Loses the ball. So sloppy. So sloppy. And Jagiellonia drive towards the edge of the box. It's good football. They're in the area. It's a strike. And I think the referee's going to give a free kick, is he? I tell you what. Thilo Asgard nearly playing his team in trouble there. He was man of the match against Dundee United, but he needs to watch himself there. That was a poor bit of decision-making from the Scouser. Bradley, seeing as though you watch a lot more games than me, have you watched Salinas in Spain, the left-back? Yes. Yeah, it'll be a very, very good signing for Chelsea, Salinas. Sorry, not Salinas, for Chelsea. Chelsea have just signed Chavaria, isn't it? Chavaria from Rayo. Salinas is who United are looking at, right? Yeah, very, very talented young player. Yeah. Derek McInnes is protesting here. Really protesting. Yeah, he's do you know what he reminds me of a little bit? He's a little bit like an Azpilicueta, Salinas, because he's one of them. He's equally comfortable at left back and centre back, so he would be a decent one to pick up. Yeah, he'd be a decent one to pick. He's only young though, isn't he? He's only, what is he, about 20 now? 19, 20, something like that. He's still only young, but yeah, he's definitely worth a look. Jorge Salinas. Wouldn't be surprised if United picked him up. Be a good backup option to Luke Shaw, but it's maybe not the first choice that United were looking at. Switch of play out to the left-hand side. City of North Philly Spurs failed to get Champions League. You can probably call that a failure of a season with this level of spend, no? No, I don't think so. No, getting Champions League football is hard. It's very, very hard. You can't just spend your way out of it. I think you've got to spend and spend and spend to get yourself into the Champions League, and that's what we saw with, Newcastle. Newcastle have breached rules trying to get themselves in it, and they got in a few times. Same with Villa. Villa have sailed close to the wind. Spurs have spent a fair bit of money, but they've spent it poorly. And I think under De Zerbi now, it feels like they're taking a completely different approach to it. But that's true, yeah. The players that they've signed are not necessarily going, build a project type of players, are they? If you're signing Tonali, you're signing to win now. I don't think Tonali goes to Spurs unless he's been convinced that the project is to do something quickly. Oh, Rangers moving the ball about really nicely here. Played out wide to the right, is it? Asgard gives it away again. So sloppy from Thilo Asgard. It's gone down as a Fernandez own goal, by the way, not a Chukwueze goal. Jagiellonia drive forward. This time it is Smith and it's 2-1. And it's absolutely shocking defending from Rangers again. It's so bad. So bad. I can't tell you how bad it is. It's so bad defending. The ball goes down the right-hand side, pulled back, and they're slipping all over this pitch, Rangers. Someone's going to have to either change the studs at half-time. But Derek McInnes is not happy. He's not happy at all. It's a really, really poor start to life as Rangers manager in those two games we've seen so far. 2-1 down in Poland. I said there was going to be goals in this one. This is how they play. It's a lovely bit of play down the right-hand side. Imaz pulls the ball back. Strike. Panda. You've got to look at McCrory there. The strike from Imaz. It comes back out. Yeah, it's McCrory. I'm sorry. He's got to do better. McCrory Just all it's, and to be honest, and Fernandes slipping and sliding all over the place. McCrory, neither of the centre-backs covering themselves in glory here for Rangers. A bad day at the office. Rob, what channel is this on? It's on Rangers TV, mate. But 2 goals in this match for Schmidt. Kajetan Schmidt. He's 24-year-old Polish winger. He scored 2 goals in the entirety of last season. He's got 2 goals in the first 20 minutes here against Rangers. Villiers says, which Polish team? Is it one of the best? It is. Jagiellonia Białystok. Champions. Not that long ago. But 2-1 to the Poles. It's a bad old night. If you're a Rangers fan. We'll keep updated on all the other scores as well, by the way. In fact, I'll put them up on the right-hand side so we can keep updated. We've got, there you go, the game week should be on there. So if we go Rangers, match stats. There you go, Europa League. Right, there you go. So you've got live scores there now going round on the right-hand side. You can see other Europa League scores. Obviously, Hearts later on tonight against Benfica. Cheers, Sarah, thank you. Joe, how's it going? Good to see you, man. Villiers says, as a lover of Celtic, I'm happy about this. Well, hey, listen, I have no horse in the race. I like Rangers a lot, but I'm not a Rangers fan. I'm a Liverpool fan. I don't really have a Scottish team per se. I don't prefer one over the other in terms of Rangers or Celtic. I genuinely haven't got a strong feeling about either club, but I do like Rangers. I've been up to Ibrox. Been very fortunate to walk out on the pitch at Ibrox as well. I went up there, met Claudio Caniggia, walked out on the pitch, through the tunnel. Fantastic day. And then went to Parkhead and met John Hartson. And Peter Lovenkrands was in the car park at Rangers as well at Ibrox. Mr. Alchamari says, no English or Scottish team has ever faced Jaga before. History in the making for Jaga. Hope they win this. And Sarah says, my grandfather was adopted by a Polish family. Their surname is a nightmare to pronounce. Yeah, I can imagine so. Lots of syllables in Polish surnames. How's it going, Ryan? Then you failed your medical there, didn't you, Kate? I did, yeah. They wouldn't let me do it. They wouldn't let me stay. I'm good, mate. Thank you. Yeah, thanks for asking. I'm really good. Good to see you. What's the score? Score is Jagiellonia 2, Rangers 1. 2 own goals in the opening 15 minutes, and then Jagiellonia have just added a goal to go in front through Schmidt. Rafael Krokos, hello from a Jaga fan. Yes, good to see you, mate. Lots of love. Derek McInnes giving it the old, what was his name? Phil Brown, the Hull City manager. Remember him? The Hull City manager who took Hull's entire team to go and sit down in front of the away fans at half time. They were getting beat like 3-0 at City or something like that, and he took them to go and sit down in front of the away fans, and he did this whole pointing thing. That's what Derek McInnes has just done to those Rangers players. There's a little hydration break going on here. I don't think that's going in. I think that's an own goal. I mean, it's been given as a Schmidt goal, but I think that's an own goal. Ryan, seeing you doing a live watch along makes the day better. Hey, well, hey, there you go. Listen, I'll be here every day, mate. We'll always have a chat. We've got a great community of people here. We'll always have a natter watching the footy. That's what we're all... Some things change, but that won't. Have you saw our fans' tifo? Yeah, the Iron Man one. Yeah. Even if you are a copite. I am. I am a dirty copite gobshite. I am. But... this charming Dan Hartson, Lovenkrands, Key, the name dropper. I know. Look at me. Look at me. John Hartson, Claudio Caniggia. Peter Lovenkrands. Peter Lovenkrands played for Newcastle as well, didn't he? City of Northville, it got a toe to be sure. Definitely looked like an own goal, that one. Rafael, I'm a Jaga fan and I live in the UK. Oh, nice. Nice. Where is it? Where is Białystok in Poland? I don't know where it is. I should really know, shouldn't I? Let's have a look. Białystok is the largest city in northeastern Poland and the capital of the Podlaski Voivodeship. It's the 10th largest city in Poland in terms of population density and 13th in terms of area. Oh, there you go, Białystok. What's the local dish in Białystok? What is it they have? We did this during the World Cup. Let's find out a little bit about the Białystok local cuisine. The ultimate signature food, tied directly to the city's name, is the bialy, historically called Bialystoker Kuchen, a chewy baked yeast roll featuring a distinct central depression filled with roasted onions and poppy seeds. Interesting. Did not know that. Oh, there's Babka Ziemniaczana, a hearty regional potato pie made from grated potatoes, eggs and bacon. That sounds quite nice. That sounds quite nice. Key, do you have water? I do, Catherine, yes. City of Northville, strange question just popped into my mind. If you were to, like, playfully put your eyes too quickly, is that the same? Bat your eyes. What, like this? Like, do that, like, what, like John Cena? If you were to playfully bat your eyes too quickly, is that the same as flashing lights? It's not, no. And do you know what's weird? I've thought about this stuff myself. Natural light doesn't tend to do anything either, which is weird. Only synthetic light. Like when there's a park near me growing up, and when I used to drive past that, the sunlight coming through the trees. For people who are watching, I've got epilepsy. City of Northville's just asking about how epilepsy works with me in particular. But yeah, when sunlight beams through trees, it doesn't work this way with everyone, I'm sure, but with me it does. It literally looks like a strobe light. Doesn't do anything to me. But when I'm driving on a motorway at night, I mean, I don't drive on motorways at night anymore, but if I'm, let's say I'm a passenger on a motorway at night, and then you can see the car lights through the central reservation, and it becomes like a shoom, 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 like that when they're driving past, that will set me off. Yeah, like open and close your eyes too fast. No, that won't do it. That won't do it. Cheers, Ryan. Thanks, man. Why can't you comment? Dara says, Bayern Munich expected to bring in approximately 8 million for Nestori Irankunda deal. Rangers driving forward here over to the left-hand side, and they give the ball away so cheaply again. And who is it, if not Thilo Asgard? Thilo Asgard must have lost possession about 4 or 5 times. So cheaply, under no pressure at all. Derek McInnes is not going to be happy with him at half-time at all. I think I'll stick with the fish and chips. I don't blame you, 3-star. Key, will we be doing MLS? We haven't done an MLS game so far. I guess we could try. It would have to be at a good time, though. Like, I think the earliest MLS game you'll find, very, very occasionally, will be like 9 o'clock UK time. We could maybe do one of them. But yeah, it would have to fall. We've never ever done one before on Matchday Tavern or Premier League Dad, and that's a lot of games. That's like 600 games of football. We've never ever managed to do an MLS game. We've done Saudi Pro League. We've done the Belgian League, the Icelandic League, the Finnish League, the Latvian League, the Saudi. Yeah, we've done a load, but we've never actually managed to do the MLS just because, and the Brazilian League and the Argentinian League, but never the MLS. And it's not through preference. It's just that the vast majority of their games kick off usually after midnight. Oh, there you go. Good to see you, Ryan. Cheers for that, man. Charming Dan. The only thing I know about Białystok is that it's the name of a Mel Brooks character in The Producers. Not footy knowledge, but still good useless trivia. Hey, that's wonderful knowledge. I love that. I love that. That's exactly the sort of anecdote that I enjoy and remember. So I'll remember that. That'll pop into my head now in about 3 days' time, and I'll tell someone probably in a whole lot less interesting a way than you just did, and it won't land. And they'll look at me like I've got 3 heads. CFC Jack, Derek McInnes morning after the game about corruption. There's no corruption here. Rangers have just been really bad. Really bad. Jordan Jones, who are Arsenal targeting next key? Kvaratskhelia. Hey, maybe. Maybe. Why not? Set your limits high. Go for it. Magnus, do you think if Arsenal get Vinny, it'd be the biggest high-profile signing the Prem's ever had? No, he's already signed the new contract with Madrid. He's going nowhere. MT, you should do the Belgian league again soon. Well, do you know what? I was going to do Union Saint-Gilloise the other day. I like USG. Ryan, thoughts on Everton suing the Prem? Are they really? That's news to me. What are they suing the Prem for? What, for saying that the punishment for them was disproportionately higher than Chelsea? Yeah, that is interesting. Vinicius Jr. no longer interested in going to Arsenal, if he ever was, signing a new contract with Real Madrid, but also Everton apparently suing the Premier League. Chukwani now booked for Rangers. That's 2 players in the book now, with Chukwani and Romans in the book for Rangers. It has gone down as an own goal. So we've got Montoya and Fernandes own goals in the game, and Smith with the go-ahead goal for Jaga. Ryan, Everton suing the Prem and the FA over the points deduction and being fined, and that Chelsea just get a fine. I know, but there is... I'm sure they'll try and sue him, but I don't think there's any distinction there. I think the difference is that Chelsea's owners weren't the ones who did it, whereas Everton's owners were the ones that did it. They got punished after it was them that did it, right? That was the whole point. Cheers, Jordan. Thanks for that, mate. Any news about the City penalty? No, we're still waiting, sadly. Doesn't look like it's going to happen anytime soon. Jaga are going to have to make a change. It's looking like Votusek, the number 15, is limping off after that tackle from Chukwani. Is he going to be okay to stay on or come back on, I wonder? Wait until 2100. Yeah, it could be a long old while till we get that Manchester City news. Callum, Everton are getting Yilmaz from Galatasaray. Personal terms agreed. No chance. No chance. Who do you think Arsenal will bring in for left wing? I don't think they'll bring anyone in. I think they'll keep Martinelli, and they'll have Martinelli and Solis on that left-hand side. They don't need a left winger. They've got Martinelli, they've got Solis, they've got Madueke who can play out there as well. And then on the right-hand side, they've got Saka, they've got Wanyeri. Eze can play on the left as well. There's no way. There's absolutely no way Arsenal need a left winger unless they're going to go out and make a big sale. And Martinelli would be a big sale. And if he's injured, then they're not going to sell him. They aren't going to sign it. I genuinely don't believe they'll sign a left winger at Arsenal. In fact, I'd be astonished if Arsenal signed any players now without making a big meaningful sale. Because their squad is quite bloated, if anything. It's quite a big squad. They've got a lot of players in lots of positions now. They don't need numbers. How about another centre-back? I mean, they might get another centre-back, but I mean, they've got Mosquera, they've got Hincapié who can play there. Ben White can play there. And then they've got, obviously, if they've got Saliba and Gabriel and Mosquera. Yeah, they got plenty. Jordan, is that Solis any good? I mean, he was good in the Belgian league, but I don't think that necessarily is a good way to look at it, I suppose. He was very good in the Belgian league. But then again, there was loads. I mean, Paul Onuachu, that's the big one to look at. Paul, oh, what is going on here? Jaga are in again. It could be 3. It's all come from an absolutely shocking bit of defending from Rangers. Oh, and he smashed it side netting. Lucky. Rangers are struggling here. They've had a real poor start to this game. And you can see Siemieniec, the Jagiellonia manager there, you can see him, he's raging, because that was a massive opportunity to go 3-1 up, and they'd have killed the game dead before half-time, basically. Big chance. Rangers all at sea defensively. Brownie, all right, mate, enjoyed your summer. Predictions on the Prem. Very good, mate. How are you? Good to see you. Predictions on the Prem, I mean, we've talked about it a fair bit. It's still quite early, isn't it, with lots of the season to go, or the summer transfer window to go, rather. I think from where we are now, I'd say Liverpool and United will struggle, maybe just getting back into the top 5, top 6-ish. I fancy Chelsea to be the closest competitors to Arsenal and City. I think it'll still be Arsenal and City top 2. I still fancy Arsenal to win the league. I think they have to. I think Spurs might raid the top 4, top 5. It wouldn't surprise me if Villa do as well. I like Villa. I think they've made a couple of good signings there through Manzambi and João Gomez. Probably need a centre forward though. Rafael Krokos, by the way, the 27 from Jagiellonia, is the brother of Francisco Conceição. Is he really? Now that does surprise me. Rodrigo Conceição. Yeah, formerly of Porto. Oh, there you go. Well, so he's the son of Sergio Conceição then. Wow. Retail Eye Japan. Chelsea owns the bridge, just not the pitch or rights to the name. I wasn't aware of that. Rangers pull the ball back. Chance. Great tackle. I thought that might have been a penalty, but no, it's cleared away. The referee wasn't even interested. There was no real big claim from Rangers either. It was the new signing, Daisuke Yokota, down that right-hand side, plays the ball into Chukwani, who'd got into the penalty area. He's already on a yellow card, Chukwani, but he just couldn't quite wriggle past the Jagiellonia centre-back. Joe Riley, how's things today, Key? Very good, mate. How's things with you? Spurs go top 8. Yeah, I think Spurs, Villa. It's going to be very difficult, the European places this season for anyone. Like, we saw Sunderland and Bournemouth and Brighton kind of make an inroad. It'd be very difficult, and Palace as well. It'd be very difficult for those teams. Those 4 are in Europe this season. Sunderland, Bournemouth, Brighton, Palace. I don't think any 4 of them get in Europe again next season unless Brighton win the Conference League, which they probably will do, won't they? They're favourites, I'm sure. Anfield Cop, I don't mean to be negative, but it's funny how fellow Liverpool fans think we'll sign Spence, Konsa, Barcola and the other PSG lad. They just never learn. I don't want us to sign Spence, personally. Retail Eye Japan, Chelsea will finish 3rd. There's no European football, so plenty of rest and easy 1 game a week. I agree, yeah. I think they'll do well. I fancy Chelsea, maybe top 3, top 4. Catherine Duffin, who is the new Rangers manager? The new Rangers manager is Derek McInnes, who led Hearts last season. Very, very close to winning Hearts the league title. Took it down to the final day, and I would still say was robbed, to be honest, at Parkhead. I thought Celtic were very fortunate that day. I didn't think it was a penalty at all. Cheers, Anfield Cop. I don't know. I have no idea. George, you says 2-3 to the Gers. So you think Rangers turn this round? They're going to need a big second half performance to turn it round. It's going to be interesting, by the way, because so far, from what we've seen, I mean, we've watched a lot of Scottish teams in Europe this season, haven't we, on this channel? We watched Hibs, home and away, against Malasheva. We've watched Hearts against Torshavn. They did well in that one. Hearts against Sturm Graz, dreadful. Hearts are going to play tonight again against Benfica. It's, Rangers tonight, losing. Scottish sides, broadly, I would say, not doing incredibly well in Europe. Be interesting to see how Hibs get on, and Motherwell get on in Europe too in the next round. But Hearts against Benfica tonight. I'd like to say I hope the Jambos do well, but I just can't see him getting a result there. It's a tough place to go, Benfica. Kieran Jabby will be sacked by March. Do you think so? CFC Jack, English teams have too much money. Any English team in the conference, they always win it. Anyways, I hope you're well, mate. Hope you're good too, mate. Good to see you again. Steve McNair, in the words of Vince Lombardi, what the hell is going on out here? Edge of the box, Jagiellonia, pick it back up again. There's only 3 minutes to half time here. It's all been a bit scrappy, to be honest, since Jagiellonia went back in front. Or rather, in front. They've never been back in front. Rangers took the lead, of course, through an own goal from Montoya. Jagiellonia equalised through an own goal from Fernandez. And then Schmidt scored through some terrible Rangers defending to make it 2-1 Jagiellonia. Since then, it's been quite quiet. It's been a little bit bitty, I guess, through midfield. It's been a bit, no team able to really get their foot on the ball and string 4 or 5 passes together. As soon as either team gets the ball, they lose it quite quickly. If anything, it's been a little bit of head tennis a lot of the time. Rangers haven't done a whole lot to show that they could improve in the second half. It's going to have to be a hell of a team talk and maybe some changes. I wonder if Derek McInnes might look at this and think, is it time to throw on Shankland up front for the second half? Maybe even someone like Miovski, who did so well last season. Maybe Nico Raskin, get Gassama on, a little bit of pace. Gassama maybe. Or Dragojevic as well. I was talking about him the other day. He didn't actually get off the bench against Dundee United, but he is a talented boy. The lad who's coming in from Partizan. He's very highly thought of, Vanja Dragojevic. Yet to make his Rangers debut. Oh, good effort that. Big deflection from the Rangers centre-back and needed the save from Panda. Rona Simpson, come on Rangers, got to do better than this. They've got to do much, much better second half. Much, much better. Kieran Key, what would your specialist subject be on Mastermind? I don't know. Probably Liverpool players. I'd like to think I've got a bit of an index. I've got a Rain Man level knowledge on Liverpool players. Players who've played for Liverpool in the Premier League era. 3 minutes of added on time here at the end of the first half. Adam, rank these midfield signings from best to worst. Morgan Rogers, Elliot Anderson, Bruno G. In terms of impact this season, I would say... I'd say Bruno. I'd say Bruno's probably number 1. I'd say Rogers number 2, Elliot Anderson number 3. But I do think Bruno's going to prove to be a foolish signing from Arsenal. I think they really should have. They should have given Lewis Skelly some more minutes. And that's going to cost him. Adam Irving says Raskin, Devlin, Shankland and the new South African lad on in the second half should see a difference. The new South African lad. Oh, Makanya. Yeah, Olwetu Makanya, who's just come in. The defender from Philadelphia Union. Again, he was on the bench against Dundee United, Makanya, but he never got on the pitch. Raphael, I want to say something. I'm so happy that my little Jagiellonia get a lot of attention. Hey, well, listen, we're live now, mate, across all platforms, not just on TikTok. So there'll be lots of people who are watching Jagiellonia, hearing about their story. It's a cool club. Cool kit as well, yeah. Looks a bit like Motherwell. Cool kit. Three-star says City of Northfield, Bergval, Diamond, players that Glasgow wanted, but players that Mr. Marinakis is refusing to stump up the cash for, and now it looks like Glasgow will miss out. Good save again from Panda. Only 60 seconds left till the first half is over. Retail, Japan, how long will Derek McInnes last at Rangers? Drew his first game. If he loses this, some fans won't be happy, and we already know how the club doesn't have much patience. Not many clubs do at this moment in time, do they? Yeah, feels like, I mean, Liverpool, my club, Liverpool showed far too little patience, in my opinion, and got rid of Arne Slot too soon. So I would like to see Derek McInnes given some time, but I think the honest answer is you can never be certain with these things, can you? Might put 50 on Glasgow to be the first manager sacked. Again, it wouldn't be a terrible shout. I think even three-star, our Forest fan, he would probably say to you that's not an outrageous claim at all to say that Oliver Glasgow will be gone first. I'm sure he would hope that that's not the case, but I wouldn't be surprised. Why does Liverpool need a new manager? He was decent. Well, no, I didn't think we needed one at all. But there you go. Who even watches this shit, man? What, me or Rangers? Was the Vinny Jr. offer genuine? It would have shattered the wage bill at Arsenal. I think it was, and to be honest, I actually think the fact that Arsenal made that offer is probably a real concern, isn't it? Right, there you go. It's half time, and it is 2-1 Jagiellonia. There you go. Rangers, a lot to do in the second half. They're going to have to turn it round some way, by hook or by crook. You've just got to wonder what changes Rangers might make as well. Okay. On 22, 23. Sorry, I was just having a little look. Who do you support, Rangers or Celtic, or do you stay out of it? I don't have a horse in the race, mate. I don't support either, to be honest. I don't hate either or have a problem with either. I just don't really care. I love watching football, and I love watching Rangers, and I love watching Celtic, and I love watching Scottish football in general. Hearts, we watched Hibs, we watched Motherwell just in the last couple of weeks. And fancy. I'd like to think that Rangers can turn this round. Hopefully they do. Yes, halftime quiz. I did have one all set up. I was trying to do one that was a little bit themed, but to be fair, I just don't think I'm going to be able to. Rafael Krokos, what other platforms do you stream? I can't say them on here, mate, sadly, but it's the red platform, the one that starts with a Y and then ends in an E. There's the purple platform, which starts with a T, rhymes with kitsch. And then there's the green platform, which rhymes with trick. Yeah, one of them. So there you go. So you've got me on Y Schmoob, you Schmoob. That's a very good pick if you're not from Scotland, not to have a team. I just like watching Scottish football. I like watching football, full stop. Citizen TV, it's not Derek's fault this team this time is utter garbage. They can't pass or defend. Be lucky if we don't go down this season. It's bad. Yeah, it's really bad. Catherine Key, it's my quiz time. Go on then, Catherine. Over to you. Over to you. You said you had one. Go for it. Joe says, bit of a pointless signing. That 3-star should have saved it for Diamand and potentially Reinders. Who is it you've got? Oh, for Gustav Sarr. Yeah, the one who's gone back to Olympiacos. McInnes has never been good enough. Says Senseo. Wow. Strong one. Even Rangers' goal was an own goal. I mean, to be fair, there's been 3 goals tonight, and only one of them's been a quote-unquote a proper goal. There's only been one that's actually gone in properly. So maybe we've been blessed by the fact we've had 3 goals full stop, right? There you go. Catherine, the top 10 most expensive Arsenal signings that are Spanish. That's our half-time quiz. Top 10 most expensive Spanish Arsenal signings. Has there been 10 Spanish signings? I mean, Reyes has got to be up there. Top 10 most expensive Spanish signings. Mosquera. This is for Arsenal, by the way. Zubamendi, of course, yeah. David Raya. David Raya's got to be in there. Monreal. Was Monreal struggling now? I'm getting down to the... Yeah, Cazorla, Arteta. I think, was Arteta not free? Lucas Perez. Good shout, Joe. Yeah, Lucas Perez was one. Fabregas wouldn't have been. No, Marino would have been, though. Yeah, Marino's a good shout. He was about 40, 50 million. So we've got Marino, Lucas Perez, Arteta, Cazorla, Monreal, Raya, Zubamendi, Mosquera, and Reyes. Bellerin. Again, Bellerin, I'm pretty confident came through their academy, did he not? Or he was signed for like Barcelona, like quite cheap, like Fran Merida and stuff like that. Almunia might not be a terrible shout yet. Almunia. Arteta's apparently number 7, okay. Do you think Rangers win this match? Denis Suarez. Was Denis Suarez... Was he Spanish, Denis Suarez? For some reason I had him down as... Was Denis Suarez not Uruguayan? I don't know why I've got that in my head. Maybe he was. Dani Ceballos. No, he was alone. Dani Ceballos was alone. M. Collins says, this Rangers team is so poor going backwards. Lucas Perez is number 5. Okay. Arteta number 7, Lucas Perez number 5, Reyes number 4. Zubamendi's number 1. Denis Suarez is number 10. Good shout. This Asgard player needs to stop the pointless flicks and tricks. I'm so glad it's not just me saying this. I really like Thilo Asgard. I remember him at Wigan, and he's such a talented player. He got man of the match last week against Dundee United on Friday. He is a player who has got ability. He's so sloppy in possession, isn't he? He's a real problem. Fabregas number 9. Fabregas costs more than Denis Suarez. £700,000. Denis Suarez definitely cost Arsenal more than that, wasn't it? Denis Suarez. Arsenal fee. How much did they pay for him? They paid 2.17 million to sign him on loan. Right, well, he's got to be more than Fabregas then. Cazorla was number 6. What was Fabregas? Number 9. Not happy with that. Steward's inquiry on that one. Good player, but gives it away too easy and doesn't track back. That's it. DJ Sonny Baines, how's it going, lad? Good to see you. Pablo Mari, yes. Pablo Mari's another one I wouldn't have remembered him. Pablo Mari. Hector Bellerin. Still don't think he was signed for much money, to be honest. My team is no more Berry FC, so I'm a neutral fan now. My team just came back. Oh, good. Well, I'm glad you've got them back, mate. David Troman Arsenal didn't look good yesterday. I think the Premiership's very open this year. Do you really, David? I mean, I'll be honest, as a Liverpool fan, I don't think we'll be anywhere near the top 3. And I think City, I don't think City will be anywhere near them. So, for me, Arsenal absolutely have to walk it. I think it's poor. It's really poor if they don't. There's just no real competition for Arsenal this year. So they should win it. They should win it back to back. Kepa, I think Kepa was a free as well, was he not? Foxy looking as I expected. Rangers struggling in Poland tells you everything. And DJ Sonny Baines, I'm good, thanks, key mate. One of my tracks got signed by a record label in Italy. Nice. Congratulations, mate. That's great news. Enjoy. Fantastic work. Well done. Swifty, real shame about Bury. I went there many times with Notts County. Apparently Kepa was 5 million. Okay, so Kepa should be much higher up this list then. Still waiting on Catherine to confirm. So far we've only got Zubamendi first, Reyes 4th, Lucas Perez 5th, Cazorla 6th, Arteta 7th, Fabregas 9th, Denis Suarez 10th. So we're waiting on 8th, 2nd, 3rd, right? 8th, 2nd and 3rd, apparently. What was the halftime quiz question? Halftime quiz question was the top 10 most expensive Spanish Arsenal players. Most expensive signings for Arsenal who are Spanish. So far we've got Denis Suarez in 10th, Fabregas in 9th, Arteta in 7th, Cazorla in 6th, Lucas Perez in 5th, Reyes in 4th, Zubamendi in 1st, Mikel Merino is 2nd, says Catherine. So there you go. Yeah, quiz is courtesy of Catherine, by the way. We need a couple more. Foxy, Andy Bishop had a pretty good career at Bury. My brother used to play with him at West Brom Youth. Oh, lovely. Nice. Catherine, Arteta number 8. No, you said Arteta number 7 earlier, Catherine. Unless that was a mistype and it should have been something else or someone else. Because now you've put Pablo Mari number 7. Arteta number 8. Okay, so that's changed. Okay, so now we've got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. We need number 3, right? Number 3. And none of this makes sense because you've still got Mosquera and Raya. And I refuse to believe that Mosquera and Raya are not more expensive than Fabregas, Denis Suarez, Pablo Mari. Don't believe it. Definitely, David Raya is probably number 3 at least. Yeah, Raya's number 3. So Mosquera's not there. Christian Mosquera, not there. How much did they pay for Mosquera? 20 million. Well, 17 million quid rising to 20. So potentially 20 million. Nacho Monreal as well. Yeah, I don't know how much Nacho Monreal was. Let's have a look. Nacho Monreal fee to Arsenal. 8.5 million. So 8.5 million for Monreal. Let's call it 17 for Mosquera. Almunia. Let's have a look at Almunia. Almunia Arsenal fee. 2.6 million for Almunia. Bellerin fee. So, apparently, Hector Bellerin joined Arsenal for £500,000. There you go. Perez was 17 million. Yeah, Lucas Perez was 5th. But hey, there you go. To each their own. WLK says Rangers football on Rangers. Good day. Rangers on off. Booze. William Kidd. Don't know what that means, Will. Good to see you, man. Matthew Flamini is a billionaire now. He is, yeah. He's a is it petrochemicals? Or is it pharmaceuticals? I can't remember which one it is. Cheers for the quiz, Catherine. No, that's great. Fantastic. Great quiz, courtesy of Catherine at halftime there. That is another match day to have in halftime quiz. We'll have another one of them later for the Benfica game. I'll try and make it somewhat Benfica related. Unless Welshwing pops in, he might have one maybe. Steve Wilson, Arsenal are everyone's breath of life. Quite funny, really. Well, no one goes as far as Arsenal's everyone's breath of life. They're just the champions at the moment, and usually when you're talking about an upcoming season, you generally do talk about the champions. They tend to guide a lot of the conversation, don't they? Because they're the benchmark. So yeah, they're the benchmark for last season. So most people are looking at it as that's what they're gonna compete with coming in the coming season. Don't think there's anything wrong with that, really, is there, Steve? Foxy, maybe they're counting Mosquera as Colombian. Possibly. Yeah. Timbo, I've had a nightmare key. Every train is shut down in the northwest. I'm having to get 3 separate buses home. Hey, boss wanker! Stidu, are you excited to hate on Arsenal more than supporting Liverpool? Very much so. Yeah, can't wait. Timbo, I've got time to kill on my 2.5 hour bus journey. Might come up with a Benfica quiz. Please do. Yeah, go on. You can do the Benfica quiz. Save me some time. Remember the Fran Merida hype? Yeah, Fran Merida. He was one. I remember Liverpool were looking at him as well. Fran Merida from Barcelona. Right, well, we are approaching the second half. Scored to win the league. Scored to win the league. Oh, you rewatched my reaction to West Ham and you honestly thought Liverpool scored to win the league? Oh, you didn't really think that. It's just more that everyone wanted Arsenal to fail last season because they play awful football, don't they? I think you can agree with that, can't you, as an Arsenal fan? Citizens, pop quiz. Arsenal worst defeat was United 8-2, 28th of August 2011. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. Kieran, most expensive departures from Benfica. Hey, that wouldn't be a bad one. Yeah, Darwin Núñez, Otamendi. Would the new lad who's just gone to Bournemouth, would he feature in it, I wonder? Maybe. Maybe. Played the football to get over the line. When we played beautiful football, you called us bottle jobs. I did. I didn't call you bottle jobs. No, I didn't call you bottle jobs. Called you bottle jobs last season because I thought you was going to bottle it again. Playing dreadful football that Arsenal fans didn't want Arsenal to play. It was departure from all the great years of watching Arsenal play great football. Rangers now kick off for the second half. They've pressed high and they've won the ball back, driving into the area. Are they going to get a corner kick? No, Jagiellonia defended very, very well. Pete, quiz for now. How many pints have Rangers had before this game? Too many. Yeah, too many. Snakey says Jags, go Jags. Well, so far 2-1 up and relatively comfortable. Finners Matty Key on the 19th of August. Liverpool are playing twice against Como. Are you both? No, we're not playing on the 19th, mate. We play Como on the 16th of August. Yeah, 16th of August we play. Same day as the Community Shield. I don't know if they're playing twice. If they are playing twice, I don't know. I have got it scheduled to do, though. Okay, how many Arsenal fans do you think you should trigger each stream? To be honest, mate, they're just kids. They're just kids. None of them to be taken seriously anyway. Not Arsenal fans. I'm just saying the ones that come in and have a little kick off and have a whinge. Need to get outside and touch grass. Turn roadblocks off. Foxy heading to Valencia tomorrow for the Toon friendly. Quite excited to see Yaisla's first game, despite the mess of our summer. Got my Sevilla ticket for Rayo the week after. Oh, mate, you'd live the life. I love that, Foxy. Love that. That's my dream right there. Heading out to Sevilla. Love that. Well, not to Sevilla, no. To watch Sevilla play in Rayo, right? I've been to the Sanchez Pizjuan, but I'd like to go back and watch a bit more Spanish footy. Okay, well, it is the former Oxford United centre-forward, Prelec, who is down here, and it's looking like a rough one for him. Looks like he's done his knee. He was driving forward, Diamand knocks him off balance. Oh, yeah, he does just jar his knee, doesn't he? Does just jar his knee. He was claiming a penalty there. I mean, to be honest, you know what? A bit of a clumsy one, that, from Diamand. He doesn't actually get any of the ball. No, he's not. No, it's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. It's not a penalty. He's claiming a penalty, but you're never getting a pen for that. Never, ever, ever. Citizen TV, Celtic fans on Gers. Rangers would like to wish Martin O'Neill get well soon, since the Celtic board made him ill. Wouldn't know anything about that, to be fair. And then UFC Isaac heard some rumours floated about that Newcastle are prepared to make a bid for Nemetja. Dortmund will consider 85 to 100 million. It's outrageous. Kieran, going to be a mad season next year when Sunderland are in the Prem and Newcastle in the Championship. Sunderland in Europe. Sunderland in Europe and Newcastle chilling on Thursday nights. Yeah, that's going to be crazy, crazy stuff. Rangers knocking it around here. They play it out to the right-hand side. Oh, they give the ball away so cheaply again. So cheaply. It's going to be a throw-in. Maybe a long throw on that right-hand side for Rangers. They've made a couple of changes at half-time, by the way. Rangers, I forgot to tell you. Devlin came on for Chukwani. Nico Raskin came on for Dan Neil, the captain. And Finlay Curtis came on for the new signing, Daisuke Yokota. So, two of the new signings going off the pitch immediately. Tochi Chukwani, who came in from Sturm Graz last season, he was booked. Him and Dan Neil, the two double pivots kind of thing, got took off for Devlin and Raskin. Obviously, Cameron Devlin, a new signing for Rangers, coming in from Hearts after last season with Derek McInnes for the Jambos. So he has come on, Devlin for Chukwani, Raskin for Neil, and young Finley Curtis coming on for Yokota, Daisuke Yokota. Foxy trying to go Portimonense game the day after in Portugal, but early kickoff at 11 a.m, so it might be a tricky one. A few days in Albufeira and then to watch Benfica Thursday 20th in Europa. Hey, you're assuming Benfica get through tonight and against Hearts, right? I don't think you can... Yeah, you're not concerned, surely, about that one. Raskin should be starting, not fully fit or fully fit. Well, he's on the pitch now. It's just whether or not it makes a difference, really, for Rangers. By the way, Jaga player 99 just came from Oxford United. I know, yeah, mate, we talked about it, yeah. Prelec. He was at Oxford United last season. Didn't even have... I mean, he wasn't pulling trees up, really, at Oxford United, was he? But he scored in his opening 2 games. He got 24 appearances for Oxford United last year. 1 goal, 1 assist. It's not necessarily the sort of signing you would naturally expect Jagiellonia to make. So they picked him up. And, to be fair, started his career at the club quite well. 2 in 2. Scored against Malta Lublin the other day. And then scored the winner against Corona. Milky Moo, Derek McInnes hasn't a clue what he's doing. It's frustrating, isn't it? It's definitely frustrating for Rangers fans seeing the way they've started these opening 2 games. Gamer Guru, I think they've worked out the English League is swimming in cash and will just charge silly money for players now. Hull made 227 odd million for promotion. And Inter Milan won 13 million for Serie A. So yeah, that is ridiculous, isn't it? That is mad. I'll give the new signing his full name. Get Yokota. That's shocking, Pete. That's true. I'm completely disrespecting Hearts. I don't think it's without warrant, though, mate. We watched them against Sturm Graz, and if they got leathered 6-0 on aggregate against Sturm Graz, I dread to think what tonight's going to look like at the Estadio da Luz in Lisbon. Story confirmed by Romano. Vinicius Jr. New 6-year contract. New 6-year contract at Real Madrid. That can't be right. That can't be right. Arsenal fans have been telling me he's signing for him. I can't believe that. Caxi, is this the our year that the Rangers fans keep talking about? I mean, they're going to get some stick, aren't they, Rangers fans? Going to get some stick. They're going to have to get an early equaliser, really. I still think, I mean, I said it in the first half, I would still say that a draw here is not a terrible result. You would fancy Rangers back at Ibrox against these to get the result they need to go through to the next round. But yeah, you've got to put the shift in the first leg. Jagiellonia could quite easily be 3 up at this point, rather than only being the 1 up. Other thing I can say, Jaga sold 2 players, 1 to Porto, 1 to Red Bull Salzburg. Is the player who was sold to Porto Oscar Petraszewski? Is that who they sold to Porto? I didn't know he came from Jagiellonia, Petraszewski. But he's another one that I imagine Liverpool and a few other teams will be looking at. Foxy going to attempt a few stadium tours as well, but I'm not sure they all do them. Got Villarreal tour booked up. Oh, mate, you are literally living the dream. If you decide to vlog any of it, if you decide to take your phone out, take a few pictures, take a video, let me know. I'd be very interested in watching. It's cool. Very cool what you're doing. Kieran says, crazy how big the Rangers fan base is considering they was only formed in 2012. Penalty to Motherwell, says Matty. City of Northville, imagine getting mugged by a losing Real Madrid with a manager that insulted the player publicly in a club where he can't be top dog. Arsenal couldn't sway that lot. 0 pull. 0 pull, Arsenal. Long ball up the touchline. Jagiellonia taking into feet, but good defending. Really, really good defending that time. But Devlin loses it again, and they switch the play over to the right-hand side. It's the young man again who scored in the first half. Driving at Romans, who's on a yellow card. It's got to go behind for a goal kick. Terrible. Terrible from Jagiellonia that time. But yeah, Schmidt up against Romans. Romans did really well there. Porto is Pitashevsky and Salzburg is Mazurek. We will keep an eye out for Mazurek. I was aware of Petashevsky because I know he's been linked to quite a few clubs already. He started well. This charming Dan, I just saw the Vinny Jr. news and was about to comment. Absolutely shocked, yeah. Well, not that shocked. Could be worse. Could be begging a club with so say no pull for MLS, knowing he isn't for sale. Hey, don't rule it out just yet. I'm telling you, it could end the summer a lot worse for Arsenal if they keep going that way. I can't see him signing anyone meaningful unless they really do shift someone on. Travis, I am in Jamaica's Portland, Caribbean countries and planets. Nice. Love to the Caribbean, Travis. I was there not too long ago. Well, I'll say not too long ago. It was quite a long time ago. Rangers pull the ball back, edge of the box. Jagiellonia clear it away. Again down the left-hand side now. Jaga on the counter-attack. Rangers just not really able to get their foot on the ball here. And they are looking a little bit vulnerable on that counter-attack, particularly down that side where Schmidt is getting at Romans. He's not had much joy out of the full-back, to be fair. But he is he's getting the ball quite a bit. Take it easy, 3-star. Yep, see you soon for Benfica. That one's on Premier Sports 1. If you fancy joining us for the Benfica v Hearts game, it is an 8 o'clock kickoff. So I'll be live for that one. 8 o'clock. Well, I'll be live at 7:45 for Benfica versus the Jambos, the Jam Tarts. See if they can recover and do a little bit better against Benfica than they did against Sturm Graz. Keith Robertson, who do you support? I'm a Liverpool fan, Keith. Anfield, Coventry and Liverpool currently having the best transfer window. Coventry, yes. Coventry have started quite well with Caleb Yarenki. I think it's a good signing. Amenda's not a bad one, the centre-back they brought in from Frankfurt. And the goalkeeper, of course, as well, who they've just picked up. Oh, Jagiellonia, poor touch again. They're living dangerously. They're playing with fire here at the back, Rangers. Every time the ball comes forward, it's like the Alamo. Throwing everything. And they just, look at that again, giving the ball away so cheap. Is that Asgard again? Oh, it is. I tell you what, Derek McInnes. I nearly said he'd be pulling him off. I don't think he'll do that. He'll drag him off. He'll be dragging him off. It's not the 4th time I've done that, haven't I? 19 Kimmich. By the way, I'm going to Glasgow next week. Enjoy it, mate. Rangers are in. Go on. Make it 2. Hit it. Oh, fucking falling over it. Strike from Asgard. 2 points for Wigan. Gamer Guru with 4 years left on his contract. I think it's all up to the club if they want to sell, not the player. I just think it becomes a business case, mate. If Miles Lewis-Skelly says he wants to leave Arsenal because he wants more game time and Man United can offer him that, and then Man United put down a serious offer to Arsenal, Arsenal genuinely will look at it and go, why would we turn down like 60 million for this kid who's not getting in our first team. 60 million's a lot of money for Arsenal, and to be honest, they could do with it. 60 million quid that's a great ball. Jagiellonia are in. Oh, that could have been a wonder goal on the counter-attack. Really, really well worked. But just a final ball from him as the club legend, Jaga's legend. He didn't quite get the ball through to his teammate. Ben Howard Rangers doing the 2-1 down, mate. And as it stands, they're not looking so hot. 30 minutes left. Ball down the right-hand side with, is it McCrory who's drifted out there to the right-back slot? Good ball in. Oh, that was a big chance. Fabulous ball in. And it was Finlay Curtis arriving at the back stick. Who put the ball in? Oh, Nico Raskin. How'd you like it, son? Nico Raskin stands the ball up and Finlay Curtis. Again, it's good defending that. It's really good defending from Jaga, but Finlay Curtis kind of hits it with his shin. He ends up shinning it wide. But it's a really, really good chance at the back stick, and Rangers could have been level there. Matt Dello, McInnes should have stayed at Hearts. I think many might disagree with you. No one wants an unsettled player stinking up their locker room. And Anfield Cop, are we doing another game after this? We are, yes. Benfica versus Hearts, mate. Rangers strike again. Comes back out to Asgard. Asgard lays it off, edge of the box. Tipped over the bar by the keeper. Good effort, that one, from Devlin. Skelly isn't unsettled. You're just desperate for him. I think you would acknowledge that he needs more game time if he's going to develop, and he isn't going to get those starts at Arsenal. He's never going to get starts at Arsenal. Not with this squad that you've got. If you've got Bruno and Rice and Zubamendi and Marino, and then on the left-hand side you've got Hincapié and you've got Calafiori, he's never going to get any starts. He's never going to get any starts. He's going to be the easy one that they can always leave out. And I think if you were Miles Lewis-Skelly, if you had ambition, you'd probably want to try and leave. How much do you think we get for Gakpo, Key? I think if we get anything less than 80, 90... I'll be honest, I wouldn't sell him for less than 85. Oh, good ball on the counter. Rangers put it behind for a corner kick for Jagiellonia. It was Smith again who's caused all the problems for Rangers tonight. He's been involved in both of Jag's goals. Foxy, I don't think so, to be honest. As soon as Hearts lost the title final day, it was over for them. Shanklin left quick on a free as well. And SFC, Ollie, what game is this? It's Rangers away against Jagiellonia Białystok in the UEFA Europa League. They are 2-1 down in the first leg. 30 minutes to go. And it's a corner to Jaga. Ball whipped in. Headed away at the front post by Chimiti. Gamer Guru, he isn't unsettled. He was forefront of the interviews after the Prem win. What does that have to do with him getting starts? Knows the club values. What does that have to do with him getting starts? Has a plan for him. What does that have to do for him getting starts? He doesn't. It's not going to get him the opportunities he needs. He's never going to get. He was on the bench for the first 70-80% of the season. It's 1-1 in the Motherwell game now. Cheers, Matty. City of Northville sounds an awful lot like Jellies. He will be happy to sit on the bench for the club's history. These talented players are not content to sit around. They're not. Yeah, this is it. I mean, if you're Lewis Skelly's agent and you're his family, you're in his ear, aren't you? And saying you're too good. You're too good to be picking splinters out your arse at this club. Like, it might be your club, but honestly, if he doesn't value you, if he doesn't want to start you, then leave. And I think that's what most people would do. I do. I just feel like it makes insane sense for Miles Lewis-Skelly. He can play centre mid, he can play left back. Man United, I don't want to see him go to United. Personally, I'd much rather see him sat on the bench at Arsenal. But if he does go to Man United, it only benefits his career and it benefits Man United. It's a move that makes sense for all parties, to be honest, even Arsenal. I know they'd like to keep him on the bench because he's an academy player and whatever, but you can get 60 million for a player who he's not getting a kick. Here's McCrory. Lozano's just gone off for Jaga, and Killinger has come on. And Conte Sao, son of Sergio Conte Sao, has gone off. And on in his place has come Swedish centre-forward Jeremy Agbonifo, who's arrived from Häcken in the winter window. He's played twice for Jagiellonia, played in both of the early games in the extra class. Hasn't yet scored or assisted, but still early days for him. Gamer Guru, 4-year contract, blocked all transfer offers. He ain't going anywhere and he's happy at the club. And you might be right. You might be right. All I'm saying is, don't be surprised if you're wrong. Because that is one that's worth watching. That is definitely one that's worth watching. Man United for Miles Lewis-Skelly, or anyone really for Miles Lewis-Skelly. Bayern would have a look at Miles Lewis-Skelly. There's a few teams in Europe that would be interested in taking a punt on him, and he would be interested in going. I'm sure he would. Go and start regularly at a top club. Jagiellonia strike straight at Panda again this time. Smith again, very nearly on a... Well, he's not quite on a hat-trick, but he's causing all the problems for Rangers tonight, that man. Straight at the goalkeeper. 67 minutes on the clock. Rangers giving the ball away so cheaply again. And if they get the ball right here, must be... Oh, just wide. So close. Inches in it. Absolute inches in it from him as... So close. Fun fact, Killinger is from Bodo Glimt. Is he really? Is he Norwegian? That was a big chance. Huge chance for Jaga. Just wide of the far post. Keeper no chance again. Stranded. Really, really should have been 3-1 that one. Here's Agbonifo, the new lad who's come on. Plays the ball back and Rangers win it back, nick it just off him. But it's more and more looking like, if anything, if there's only going to be one more goal in this game, it's going to come from Jaga, not from Rangers. Mr. Alshamari Key, who do you think will win the Europa League this season? Got a feeling Juventus will take it for the 4th time. Oh, how's he missed it? Oh, Diamand at the back stick. Hell of a ball in. An absolutely fantastic ball in from Finlay Curtis. Stands it up. Diamand at the back post. Oh, all he's got to do is hit the target. Hit the target. It's 2-2. Oh, he skied it. Heads it over the bar from 6 yards out. If he hits the target, it's 2-2 Rangers. I don't even know if I'm being harsh to him there, but I think he's got to hit the target there, Diamand. He said his head in his hands. He knows that was a big chance. Should have been. Really should have been 2-2. Anyway, we've got a hydration break. What about this nonsense in the World Cup? I thought we'd seen the back of this. Joseph Stanton, Heart support. Dreading Benfica. Could get ripped apart. Heart's nowhere near Benfica standard. We'll see, mate. We're live for that one straight after this. So hopefully Hearts give a good account and maybe keep the second leg alive. Get them back to Tynecastle with a... I don't know if they get them back with a lead, but even if it's a slender defeat, like a 2-1 or a 1-0, maybe there's a chance for Hearts getting them back to Scotland. You never know, but we'll see. Hydration break, you're messing. I'm not. No, I'm really not messing. It is indeed. Look at that Iron Man tifo there. That's fantastic. Rangers are so washed. Not my words, folks. Gamer Guru, more likely Zubamendi gets sold and Skelly has his spot the way his form fell off mid-season. And listen, again, you might be right. I'm just saying, I think 1 year is the same. You see Wanyeri more likely to leave after buying Madueke. I know, but that's... Do you not think that's the same thing? You're saying Wanyeri's more likely to leave Arsenal because they bought Madueke, when I think he could do his job and be better with playtime. I agree with you, mate, but that's the same thing that's happened to Lewis Skelly. They've gone and got Zubamendi. They've gone and got Hincapié. They've gone and got Bruno Guimaraes. They're buying players in his positions. That's got to be a signal. That has to be a signal. It would be to me if I was a young lad in a team and the manager kept leaving me on the bench and then buying new players in my position. Doesn't fancy you. What year was that Liverpool kit? It was about 2000, 2001, I believe, or it might have been 99, 2000. Around about the 2000. Football Centrals, Dynamo 1, Karabakh 0. Let's go. Dynamo Kiev. Gamer Guru, Skelly has more fanfare. Arteta isn't a fan of pissing the fans off. If Skelly leaves, the fan base would implode, especially for 38 mil. Oh, Agbonifo down the right-hand side. Good football list from Jack, and they keep giving it away, Rangers. I can't. This is so bad. So bad. What score for Ajax, do you reckon? Score for Ajax against Shelbourne. I would say Ajax will win that one 3-0. Rangers, chance here. They've got to hit the target. How? How have you not hit the target there? 2-on-2 and they've not even managed to hurt the keeper. That's not good enough. Here's Schmidt. Graham Rodgers, what's the latest with Chiesa? The latest is that I don't think there's an honest... I actually think there's probably been a discussion behind closed doors about maybe a settlement, whereby we can pay him, like similar to Salah. We did it with Salah, didn't we? We said to Salah, look, you've got a year left on your contract. We don't really want to pay you that final year. Why don't you just go and... You can leave on a free and go and back yourself to go and get a good contract elsewhere as a free agent. And Salah was happy with that agreement. Chiesa, he's on decent money at Liverpool. If he left and went back to Serie A, would he get a big contract? Maybe not. He's still got another year left with us. So, I think he might even have 2 years left with us. Remains to be seen whether or not we're able to get shot of him. Football Centrals, will you watch Bristol City versus Walsall today? No, mate, no. We're watching Benfica versus Hearts tonight instead. City of Northville, Arteta puts fans first. Is that why he plays such exciting football? Keith, Milky, Ajax have been crap the last 2 years. I'm still bricking it though. Bog off, Key, with your 3-0. Don't jinx. I'm sorry, mate. I would like to see Shells get a result there. I'd love to. But I think Ajax... They've still got a decent setup, mate. Look at Ajax's lineup. Let's have a look at Ajax's lineup tonight. So they've got Daley Blind. They've got Mika Gert starting tonight, by the way. PSG, I don't know how PSG are letting that happen because Mika Gert is PSG bound, but he is starting tonight for Ajax on the left-hand side. Steven Bergwijn starts on the right, the veteran. And then you've got Kasper Dolberg at centre-forward. He's not the best start to his Ajax career. Oscar Glauc at centre-forward. He had a good season last year for Ajax. Off the right, it's Yuri Regier. Davy Klaassen, former Everton. Flop. Owen Wijndal on the left. Daley Blind at centre-back with Aaron Bowman. Again, another one who's come through the Ajax academy. On the right-hand side, Anton Gay, and in goal, it's the senior Martin Paz. Indonesian goalkeeper Martin Paz. Got plenty of opportunities to bring players on the bench. They've got Marcos Leonardo, Wazane, Carrizo, Julian Brandt is on the bench, Arokadari, the Wolves centre-forwards on the bench. They've just got too much for me. I think if a Rockadari comes on and Brandt and Carito, I mean, we've watched enough of Shells to think they'll probably get, maybe not turned over, but they'll struggle. Dara, 1-0 to Kiev, goal scorer Matvey Ponomarenko, again, another young lad. Young lad who's highly thought of. This charming Dan, if Liverpool don't pay him off, Chiesa might go out on loan back to Italy towards the end of the window. We know how much Italian clubs love a loan. Okay, Dragojevic, here we go. Here's the lad I've been waiting for. Vanja Dragojevic has come on for his Rangers debut. Very highly rated at Partizan Belgrade. Signed this summer by Rangers. Still only 20 years of age. He might be one worth keeping an eye on. Did well at Partizan. Key, what do you think about Rodri to Barca? I mean, again, if it happens, Rodri to Barca, Rodri to Madrid, wouldn't be a surprise, would it? He's going to probably want to move on and back to Spain. But I think Real Madrid makes more sense, probably. Rangers down the left-hand side. Stood up. Again, Jagiellonia head it away so easily. What do you think about Ararat Armenia? Did well against Celje the other night, didn't they? We watched Ararat Armenia as they knocked out Shamrock Rovers in the Champions League. They're still playing against Celje in the second leg. Creed, people think Scottish teams could hang in the Prem. They could have done previously. I think, less and less. It's more Championship level now, a lot of Scottish football. Sadly, it's entertaining. It's great to watch, but the level, you see the levels differ in Europe. And Bonifo did really well again there. He's looked really good, really sharp. Since he's come on, he's been given the number 10 shirt by Jagiellonia, but yeah, he looks one worth watching. Gamer Guru. City of Northville. Every fan base likes to win, but a season full of watching the keeper flop around, endless time wasting, and the most haramball scene since Italy. It was a long sing together. Rangers down the left-hand side now. Last 15 minutes or so in Poland to see whether or not Rangers can go back to Ibrox level. Good ball in. Jaga head it away. It's starting to get a bit more pressure, though. I'll say that. There is a little bit more pressure in the game on Jagiellonia now. Rangers started to dominate possession a touch more in the last 10 minutes, but they are looking so vulnerable on the counter-attack. That's the real problem for Rangers. The pace of Agbonifo and Schmidt, who's caused them trouble all game. They have got real pace on the counter-attack now, Jaga, and it's something Rangers have to be very careful of. Trevor Doherty, sell Raskin my arse, give him a 10-year deal. He's created the best chance for Rangers in this second half. What a ball that is! Rangers in! Must be this time! How's that stayed out? Headed behind by Jags for the corner. Oh, that was a brilliant piece of play, that. Down the left-hand side. Again, Finlay Curtis. All the bright work. Lovely bit of play. Finlay Curtis pulls it back to the penalty spot. And there's just no Rangers player there. And it's headed behind for the corner by Jagiellonia, who just take the easy. They just get rid of it. They're not bothered. Get it away. Anywhere will do for Jaga at this point. Corner kick, Rangers. 11 minutes of normal time left. Keeper punches it away. Here's Agbonifo. Now Jags on the counter, and it's going to be brought back by the referee for a free kick anyway. Dara says apparently Vanja Dragojevic has scored 4 and assisted 3 in 41 games. He's a talented young player. He's still only 20. This charming Dan, it's such a shame the drop-off we've seen in Scottish football. Even Celtic and Rangers aren't a patch on what they once were. Yeah, that's true. Imaz out. Here we go. Here's the veteran. The club legend goes off. Silla has come on. As well as... who else? Prelec. Prelec's come off former Oxford United centre-forward, Prelec, off. And Silla has come on. Drakal has also come on. Dawid Drakal. Again, another young player coming out of the... Well, he's not out of the Jagiellonia Academy, actually. He's bounced around a little bit. He's been at Rakow, he's been at Katowice. Good defending. And again, it's going to be a free kick, Rangers. Keith Robertson, Key, you're the spitting image of Rambo, Public Image Limited, ex-bodyguard of John Lydon, both Arsenal fanatics. Oh, you're a sweetheart, mate. Rangers chance. Oh, cleared away off the line. Excellent defending. Brilliant defending from Kobayashi. Like Kobayashi. Excellent defending. It was good football from Finlay Curtis again. Ball comes out to McCrory, who just lashes it goal bound. It was going in from Curtis, that, and I think so was McCrory's. It was travelling. Kobayashi heads it behind. Another Rangers corner. Whipped in. Cleared away. Now Agbonifo on the counter-attack. Can Jags get to him? This is a big chance here. Oh, I tell you what, if that gets through, game done. If that sneaks through, game done. Mr. Al-Shamari, would you say 2-1's a fair result? So far, yeah, it is. Rangers have been terrible. They've not done anything tonight, Rangers. Not anywhere near enough. They're down the left-hand side here, though. They could yet get back in the game. Jagiellonia have defended well. They've had other chances themselves, to be honest, to go and score more. Just a reminder, by the way, we will be live in about an hour's time for Benfica versus Hearts. If you're joining us for that, hit like, hit subscribe. You'll see this channel popping up again on your feed. We do a lot of Rangers, Celtic, Hearts, Hibs, Motherwell. We do a lot of Scottish football. Not just that, we cover the Premier League. We cover La Liga, Bundesliga, Liga, Serie A, Champions League, Europa League, Conference League. We do at least one watch-along every single day, and it's a great community of football fans who support all manner of different clubs across and up and down the football pyramid. Not just your Rangers, your Man United, your Celtics, Liverpools, etc. They support Oldham, Rochdale, Coventry. Well, Coventry are back in the big time now. But we've had lots of fans who've popped in from different clubs from time to time and stuck around. It's wonderful place to watch and chat football is the Matchday Tavern. So if that's your thing, if you like that sort of thing, then hit like. If it's not, no problem. Really appreciate you coming in today anyway. Shell, you're not sick of us yet, Key. You, I am only messing. You, I'm sick of. No, only when you're giving me grief. But no, I'm absolutely not. It's great to chat. I'm very lucky. Great to chat footy with you people. How was the quiz? It was very good, Shahid. Yes, you did a great job. Shankland about to come on for Rangers. Might be a little bit too late, though. Too little, too late. 84 minutes on the clock. Silla heads it down for Jaga and picked up by Rangers again. Inside, Nico Raskin loses it. He's screaming for a free kick, but he's not getting it. Agbonifo down the right-hand side for Jaga. Drives at the fullback. It's too sloppy. Again, not good. Rehan, Key, what do you think of him? Bye to Liverpool. Yeah, I think it'd be a good signing. We need someone like that down that right-hand side. Definitely need a right-sided winger. Football Centrals, will you be live on August 27th to see what teams get to face in the Champions League? I'll be doing the draw. Yeah, I always do the draw. Good ball in. Rangers put it behind there by Jagiellonia. It's going to be a corner to Rangers again. Starting to ramp up the pressure a little bit here. Dara Mihailo Svetkovic has just scored a first-minute goal for Anderlecht. Again, can't knock him as well. He's another young centre-forward worth watching, Svetkovic. Again, he's only about 19, 20, isn't he? He's a young lad. McCrory coming off for Shankland. So, a defender for the centre-forward as they enter the final 5 minutes or so of this one. Can Rangers get a late equaliser to take back to Ibrox? It'd mean the world for them, wouldn't it? It would make everything so much easier. Catherine, guys, where do Rangers finish? I think Rangers finish at this moment, based off what we've seen, probably third. But no, I think they'll recover. I think they're good for. You can never rule Rangers out of a title race. Never. I know it's not a great start to the season, but they've started worse. So it's more how it looks. You know, Dundee United wasn't a great performance. Forget the result; it wasn't a great performance, and it's the same here again. You know, you're looking at it and thinking, have they got the minerals for the start of the season? Dara, he's only 19, Key, is he? Oh, yeah, there you go. I knew he was young. Be a good player. This charming Dan, it doesn't sound like Ross McCrory's had a very good game. Rangers might have been better signing bloody Glenn McCrory, the former boxer. Right, it's a free kick to Jagiellonia, about 30 yards out. It's probably not shooting distance. 87 minutes on the clock. I do wonder whether or not they might just try and play this out into the corner and just keep hold of it. But Montoya, the lad who stuck the ball in that net in the first half, he scored an own goal. Montoya with a strike, miles over. Shocking. Why would you do that? There's 3 minutes left. 3 minutes of normal time plus injury time, and all you have to do is keep hold of the ball. Silly. Very silly. "88 minutes and counting. Rangers, good ball forward. That's going to be a foul and a free kick. Opportunity to put the ball in. Should be a yellow card as well for Jaga, that one. And it is. Yeah, well done, ref. I think they'll finish third as well. Kobayashi, who's had a good game. Had a very good game at the back there for Jagiellonia. He might be, him and Smith might be the two players in the match, to be honest. Couldn't really look past Smith because he's been the match winner for Jagiellonia. But I would say, yeah, Smith and Kobayashi, the two stars for the game today. Rangers play the ball out to the left-hand side. Finlay Curtis, poor first touch. Got to get the ball in the box. It's hung up to the far post. Headed down. Good save, keeper. Well, just claimed it. Wasn't a good save. Shanklin got something on it. But it looked like it was going... It looked like it was going to wrong foot the keeper there for a moment. But Rangers just aimlessly kind of knocking the ball in. Shanklin heads it down. It ends up hitting the chest of a Jagiellonia defender and bouncing into the arms of the keeper. Here's Agbonifo for Jaga. Knocked all the way back. Shahid, apparently there will be big news on Bradley Barcola and Mbai tomorrow. Yeah, we've heard that before. I'm pretty confident we'll have Barcola wrapped up before we play Monaco on Sunday. There's nearly always something. Like, if we're aiming for it, I think we'll try and get it wrapped up for then. Last 60 seconds of normal time in Poland. Not been a good night. Derek McInnes cutting a very frustrated figure on that touchline. He's looking very, very unhappy. Remember at half-time, he was giving it the old Phil Brown. He was pointing at the players. He was saying, you know, you could see he was very animated. But, yeah, it's not been a good night for him. Not the best. This charming Dan Key, if things don't improve much, do you think Rangers will give Derek McInnes more time than they gave Russell Martin? I think they will give it. Yeah, Russell Martin wasn't particularly likeable. That was another one of his maybe. Yeah, if you liked, you tend to get a bit more time, don't you? If your face fits, kind of thing. I don't think Russell Martin ever really was liked or respected. So I don't think he was ever going to get as much time. 5 added minutes there is. 5 added minutes at the end of this game. 5, that is. 5 added minutes. Jagiellonia 2, Rangers 1. Last 5 minutes. Can Rangers get a late equaliser to take back to Ibrox for the second leg next week? We are going to do that one, by the way. It's on the 13th. And again, it's a late kickoff. It's a 7:30 p.m. kickoff, that one, next week. So if you fancy joining us for the second leg, we will be there for it. Lovely ball into the box. Rangers pull the ball back. Romens puts it in. Jagiellonia take it down, and now they've got a counter-attack here if they can play the ball right. Oh, he was in there as well. He was in. It's a free kick. Good play by Smith. Yeah, Nico Raskin, you could see he was very impressed there. And he's been booked as well for that, Raskin. Doesn't really make much sense, to be honest, why he's booked him for that. Didn't need to book him for that, ref. This charming Dan, Russell Martin, seems like a bit of an arsehole, so it wasn't surprising he got shot of him. I doubt his own family likes him all that much. I mean, I don't know about that. I just think I got the perception from Rangers fans that he wasn't particularly well. It was a divisive appointment from the off, really, wasn't it? And usually that's the first big sign that managers who are a bit of a divisive appointment at the beginning rarely win fans round, in my opinion. It usually proves the other half right. It's kind of one of my concerns with Iraola at Liverpool, to be honest. Pete Greenall, Munoz, number 23 shirt key, big shoes to fill. Carra, Chan and Diaz, yeah. Rangers, long ball, flicked on, but straight back to Jagiellonia. Lewis, what did the platypus become when it got mowed down by a car? I don't know. Go on, Lewis. I'm hoping it's PG. Strike! Oh, off the post! Oh, Rangers, that would have been one of the goals of the tournament. It was a long ball forward. Shankland heads it down. Edge of the box, strike. I don't know who it was who hits it. Might have been Raskin. Just on the half volley. And it smashes the base of the post and comes out. No chance for the keeper. Very nearly 2-2. A platypus. Oh, shocking. What did the platypus become when it got mowed down by a car? A platypus. You should be ashamed of yourself. Yeah, good strike that. Really, really good strike. But not quite good enough from Rangers' point of view. And it is still 2-1 Jagiellonia. 2 minutes left here at the end of the second half. Thought the ref would give a free kick there. He hadn't. Here's Agbonifo. Jagiellonia pushing to try and maybe get a third. Rangers just desperately need to get the ball back. If they can in some way drive forward and get something, anything to take back to Ibrox and make this a little bit of an easier second leg. Ideally, you don't want to be taking these back to Ibrox next week with a goal behind. I know that's obvious, but they've proven to be a really, really good side. It's been a good performance from Jagiellonia, so although they've got the Ibrox factor, Rangers, they've been a very good side here tonight, the Poles. Credit where it's due. And we will be back for the second leg, by the way. So if you want to watch the second leg with us, it's again on Rangers TV. It's again pay-per-view. If you want to watch it with us, it will be on the 13th, live on the 13th of August, 7:30 p.m. kickoff. I'll be live watching that. Yeah, it is on Rangers TV again, that one. The night before, we're doing PSG versus Aston Villa in the Super Cup. Iberia 99 versus Larne in the Europa League on Tuesday. Who says we don't cover all different types of games? Larne of the Northern Irish Football League playing Iberia 1999 of the Georgian League. That's a Europa League qualifier in the same round as this one. That's on Tuesday night next week. Plymouth versus Exeter on the Monday just before it. And then on the Friday night, the day after Rangers, hopefully Rangers turn it round at Ibrox. On the Friday night, we're going to be watching the first game of the Championship season, Wolves versus Blackburn at Molineux. So what a week of football we've got coming up next week. Starting with Plymouth Exeter, the Cornish derby in the Carabao Cup, the Super Cup and Rangers in the middle, and ending on the first game in the Championship season, just before we start with the Community Shield and the League One and League Two games on the weekend. Right, it is indeed full time. Derek McInnes looking very upset. Very, very upset there. Jagiellonia Białystok manager. I mean, to be fair, it's been a great performance from them. They could quite easily have won this by maybe 2 or 3. It's been a good performance. Rangers disappointing again. Not massively different to the performance against Dundee United, if I'm really honest. They need to do better, and it's got to be a big, big performance next week in Europe again against these at Ibrox. So, okay, cool. Right, we'll be back. We'll be back in about 45 minutes. I'm just going to go and make a brew, have a sit down for 45 minutes because I'm stood up now. So I'm going to go and chill out for 45. I'll be back for Benfica versus Hearts, the Jambos in Europe. Hopefully they can do better. Maybe they can do better. Benfica, I don't hold out much hope. Should be goals in that one, I would imagine. But yeah, if you want to join me for it, take care. Lots of love. Really appreciate everyone that's tuned in tonight. Like, subscribe if you want to help the channel in any way. If you want to help us kick on, hit like, hit subscribe. It really helps. And maybe you'll see these lives popping up on your newsfeed, browse thing in future. Follow us on Twitch, follow us on X, follow us on Kick, follow us on TikTok, YouTube, all of the above. Key Thomas, Matchday Tavern. We're live every day, one watch along at least. And we're back again in another 45 minutes for Benfica Hearts. Take it easy. Have a nice night.